over. They've really taken to the attack of Nepal, and hence, of course, scoring at just about 10 runs over in the first 6. So Lalit being switched from the northern to the southern end as the breeze blows across the outfield, and this one spoons off the face of the bat. Not immediately the pitch of it, but nonetheless fell into a harmless zone there for Melius. He got a single in the process, Charlo.
Definitely a good delivery. Spinning across him is the left arm spinner, getting that one to go across the right hander. I think he was looking to tuck it on the onside, got a leading edge.
So Lalit it is to continue. This time to Ogist. Tries. And this one is going to beat the fielder. The bounce would have undid him there. And that's 4 more runs.
Definitely. He was stepped hard. It bounced in front of the fielder. Short, diminutive guy. Bounce. He was jumping for all his worth. It went over his hands, across the ropes and into the fence for 4. So Ogis continue to enjoy taking the attack to Nepal.
So here's Lalit once again. And this time he tries down to long off. And the fielder is on the fence there. 1 more to the total.
65 without loss. We're in over number 7.
So the pressure definitely on the Nepalese team at this point in time. They'll want to see the back of one of these very, very soon. And there's Melius just gently tapping it into the onside. And Lalit seemed to be giving Melius a bit of a worry. Still was not to the pitch of that one, Charlo.
Well, he was content to just defend.
So let's see how he responds to this one. Again, pushing out and into that short mid-wicket position. The fielder comes off the fence, and there's 1 more added to the total. Now 67 for no loss. Windward Island Volcanoes in pursuit of 180. 66 without loss. There's Lalit. And this one, in the end, good work there by Irie on the deep mid-wicket boundary. And getting that return in, just 1 more added to the total. Now on to 67.
So at the end of over number 7, 67, 80, 38 to Melios, 23, 24 to Ogis. And a very good start indeed by the Windward Islands.
Yes, the dressing room at this point in time for the Volcanoes should be pretty comfortable. The batters who are to come, the likes of Kabim, Hodge and company, certainly they will be feeling pretty, as I said, comfortable in the dressing room and under no immediate pressure at this point in time. But I believe these two will want to continue and get as close as possible to the 100 to make life even more easier for the batters to come.
Well, definitely. And there's a change in bowling at the far end, the northern end. It's going to be Gulshan.
Looks like Gulshan, yes.
Who is going to pick it up from the northern end when he'll bowl to the left-handed Ogis, Akeem Ogis.
So Gulshan, right arm, medium fast to Ogis. Then Ogis just guides this one down to that short third man position and immediately off for the single. 1 more to the total, now 68 for no loss. The Windward Island Volcanoes in this, the 8th over. And Gulshan, there's him on screen. Tall, lanky figure indeed. Inspects a ball and now turn. The number 15 bearing down on his back, races in now. This time to Melnus. Drives. Lovely shot indeed. It looked easy, but it was a well taken drive there by Melnus.
It was just, he caressed it through the covers and long off had a run, but you do get value for your shots, and it raced across the outfield, and in the end he just watched it go across the ropes. So 42 now to Melius, really a good captain innings here and putting his team into a very good position.
Without a doubt, it's 72 without loss, and this the 8th over. And just caressed that one, but it seemed to just picked up speed as it made its way to the boundary. Gulshan. And this one goes square. They offer a quick single, and I believe Auguste would have been in.
Yeah, I think he would have been there comfortably. And so good judgment of the single there. He was backing up very quickly. And the total goes on to 73. So good cricket on the part of Windward Island Volcanoes.
So the scoring rate is, I believe, exactly 10 runs are over there about. And Gulshan make his way back to the top of his mark. Auguste hoists this one high. Is he going to beat the fielder? No, he doesn't. And a good take and catch there, keeping his eye on the rope. So there goes Auguste, gone for 25, looking to clear the long offense, but didn't have enough on it. And slapping the pads as he make his way back, because he knew that there was an opportunity for him to probably press on and make even more for the Windward Islands today.
Well, definitely, I think he just stroked it rather than really putting some power behind it. You saw that on the replay. He just stroked it and it went right a long way. And good judgment on the part of the fielder and taking that just in front of the ropes. And you can see him there just stabling himself as he looks down at the ropes. But so good judgment on the part of the fielder, and Auguste has to make his way back.
Am I seeing his foot on the rope there?
It's a bit difficult for us from this side to see, but I do a boundary check. Pretty
close there, but Auguste is already back in the pavilion. There's no DSR here at Park Hill. We're just showing that for the benefit of our viewers. And new batsman is out.
Stephen Pascal.
Stefan Pascal. So 73 for the loss of 1 in this the 8th over. But indeed a good start here for the Windward Islands as Pascal to take his first knock. And beaten outside the off stump. He just pushed at it. Didn't really and truly move his feet there. Just pushed the bat to ball. And went through to wicketkeeper. Total remains on 73 for 1.
And so a good partnership being broken there by Gulshan, as Auguste just stroked it and was caught on the long off boundary. He went for 25. And Pascal getting his first knock?
Yes, first knock for these games thus far. And this one, looking to guide it between the wicketkeeper and that gully fielder. They didn't get anything onto it. That's the end of over number 9, and at the end of it, it's 73 for 1. Windward Islands chasing 180.
It's really the end of over number 8.
Number 8. So
just about 9 runs and over.
Well, that's the required rate to take you up to 180. So they're winning a good clip, the Volcanoes, as Lalit will continue from the southern end. As Captain Melius, he's not out on 43. No doubt he'll want to get to that 50 and then press on for the Windward Island Volcanoes to ensure that they take victory in this the second game. Lalit. And Melius pulls one bounce down to long on and takes a single in the process. Total goes on now to 74. Of course, in the first game, when Nepal looked more or less dead and buried, the likes of Irie and Sampal plucked victory out of the air.
Definitely, and they took the faster bowlers to the cleaners.
Lalit. And this one bounced a bit at the batsman. And Pascal, new to the wicket, caught in a bit of a problem there, but in the end,
I think he's yet to get bat and ball.
There comes Lalit. This one is through the offside. Fielder comes off that extra cover boundary. And finally off the mark is Stefan Pascal. Grenadian player. Known more for his pace rather than handling the bat. So I'm a little surprised that he's in at number 3, but maybe just being given that opportunity. As Lalit comes in now to Melius. And Melius, this one off the edge is going to probably get into the boundary. He was looking to pull this one somewhere over mid-wicket, but it took the outside edge, and luckily for him, it didn't spoon or anything like that, or went to any fielder, and raced down to the third man fence.
It flew down to third man and into the fence for 4. He goes on to 48, the total now on to 79. But I think he was lucky there.
Yeah, without a doubt, yes. Well, sometimes you need a bit of luck.
Yes, Lady Luck has followed him.
So, Lalit, as I said, seemed to be creating a bit of a problem and there you see the return ball striking Pascal. But Lalit comes in now, and this time he's to the pitch of it and works it into the onside. Fielding to his own bowling, there's Lalit. And Melius settles. Delivery that he rocks back and just forces into the offside. And for a moment I thought he was going to go a little bit more to the left of Irie, but only found Irie in that cover position. That's the end of over number 9, and at the end of it is 79 for 1.
79 for 1. So a good over indeed, I would say, on the part of Lalit, pulling things back a bit. And these two would have to just pace themselves as we look at a number of school children making their way into the pavilion.
And it's very good for the youngsters to come and see cricket at this level. Nepal international team, of course, they're into their second World Cup in the Caribbean, and there you see even some of the young lasses being here at Park Hill. Charging down the wicket, there's Pascal. He gets one, and the fielders onto it. They're looking for the second, but that is not going to be. And total goes on now to 80. 80 for 1. And over number 10. And there we see some of the students. I believe they're from the Park Hill Government School.
Just around a few feet, 100 yards away from here.
As Gulshan motos in, and this time wrapping the pad there of Melius, and there was no appeal. That was outside the off stump, so no threat there to Melius. Just missed the ball completely.
I think it was a little bit too casual there in terms of the way he approached that, and he has to be very mindful. As a captain, you would want to see your team home.
Well, he's on 48, too short of that half century. As here comes Gulshan. And that's a loud appeal, but I believe the height there might have certainly helped Melius, but a good delivery from Gulshan.
It continues to create a bit of a problem for the batters, and they threw for a leg by.
Interesting to have a look at this replay. That's for the run out. There was absolutely no problem there, but I believe Melius was saved by the height that time around.
Yes, because he was going back, and I think it was above the knee roll, and I think umpire Butler just indicating there the height.
Yes. So Pascal will now take strike. charges down the wicket and straight into the arms of the fielder there at that whitish long on position. And Nepal came in the second wicket.
A good catch indeed. It was hit very firmly indeed, but straight to the fielder who judged it well. He charged the bowler. He hit it very firmly indeed. And there is the fielder just taking that catch in front of the ropes. Again, very close to the ropes, but I think from our vantage point, I was looking at it, I think he was quite safe.
Quite safe. And we saw that in the replay there as he tosses the ball back. So, Windward Islands losing their second wicket, that of Stefan Pascal. Not normally a top order batter. And I was, asking the question as to why you're bringing Pascal at this point in time. But the dressing room will certainly have the rationale. He's gone nonetheless, and it's 81 for the loss of 2 in this, the 10th over. So, Melius is still there. Kimani Melius. So, Kavem Hodge, the new batter, batting at number 4 for the Windward Island Volcanoes. Gulshan in, and this one well played there by Hodge.
I'm looking at the structure. It certainly does not look like Kavem Hodge. Okay, Kavem Hodge was the batter who got out, and Pascal is now at the crease. So he's off the mark on 1, and well played here by Melius. He gets a single, he goes on to 49, and the total now on to 83. But Kavem Hodge was the batter who got out.
Yeah.
I was looking at the number and it says Kavem Hodge, and Pascal is now making his way out. He's on 1.
So, information being rectified with our scorers. So it's actually Stefan Pascal who's in the middle, and Kavem Hodge, who didn't really look the part.
Definitely, I think when one looks at him from the very first game to this one, really seems not to have really been middling it, and in the end perished at a deep mid-wicket position.
So 83 for the loss of 2. The Windward Island Volcanoes, after some 10 overs, halfway mark, 180 required. And there's a bowling change at the southern end. It looks as if it's going to be Bertel.
Yes, Bertel is going to pick it up.
This time he'll be bowling to Melius, who's on 49. And Melius gets that half century, just caresses it down to backward point. Fielder comes around, picked up one more to the total. That's 50 to Melius as he raises his bat, and certainly getting a good applause from this appreciative crowd here at Park Hill. Windward Islands now on to 84 for the loss of 2 wickets in this the 11th over. And now Stefan Pascal is going to take strike. So here comes